May I have your attention, please? 2020 Agri-Food Tech Global Meetup will shortly resume, so please be seated. The seventh company produces plant-based meat, maintaining the meaty flavor. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite Hyun-Seok An, the CEO of WeMeat, to the floor.
Good afternoon. My name is Hyun-Seok. I'll go by Hans. I'm the CEO of WeMeat. Meat 3 times in a row, but this time it's about the future of meat. So let's imagine that we are in a grocery store to buy meat. How many of you naturally come up with meat alternatives? The answer might be yes if you are a vegetarian or someone who are interested in, but many people would say no. So far, existing meat alternatives are poorly perceived. The plant-based meat market accounts for only 1% of total meat market in the United States, where it's considered as one of the largest meat alternative market in the world. Even existing meat alternative might not appeal to many people who have tried before, according to a survey. So in order to push the boundary, many companies are striving for mimicking the taste and mouthfeel of original meat products. However, due to the property of TVPs, a second processing is required by masking off taste of soybean or adding more flavors and binders. But such approach couldn't solve the problem fundamentally unless tackling TVPs. So WeMeat innovates the way we make meats alternatives, from ingredients to applications. Instead of following the conventional way, starting from soybean to TVP to ground meat application, WeMeat starts from mushroom, creates muscle-like structure, which can be used as pork meat for various applications. By using mushroom as base material, WeMeat is free from off-taste issue of soybean and enhanced texture with its mycelium. And we are currently creating a mushroom mycelium complex through a fermentation process to enhance texture and chewier mouthfeel. While TVP-based meat is hard to create fiber structure due to its structural property, WeMeat provides a realistic meal-like experience. As you can see in this moving image, WeMeat represents tearing textures with fibrous structures using only vegetable proteins. There have been many meat alternative companies popping up, though most of them follow the conventional way of making alternative meats, using TVPs as base material and focus on post-processing, which leads to only the processed meat application. However, WeMeat starts from its base material, which is mushroom-based, and texturize them and creates a whole cut application, which requires fundamentally different capabilities. And I would say the future of alternative whole cut market is promising. Not only few players takes part in it, but each potential market size is at least twice bigger than the processed meat market. So we pondered the best application to enter the market in which people can enjoy this new food, and that's how WeMeat Fried came to life. It looks like fried chicken, one of the Korean favorites. So WeMeat Fried can be a healthier alternative as it has high protein and high fiber, which original chicken doesn't have, with less fat and zero cholesterol. As a POC, we released this product through crowdfunding last year, and it was sold out. Also, it was blind tested by people in food industry with other TBP-based chicken-like product in the market, and we earned higher ratings in all evaluation areas such as preference, texture, and flavor, and so on. For market validation, we started to sell meat fried in our humble online store since August last year. And in 1 year, more than 1,000 reviews tell how people enjoy our products. On top of that, Meat has been asking to supply to offline stores, such as local breweries and restaurants, and they registered Meat in their official menus. Previously, there was a case that a domestic meat alternative companies collaborate with franchise outlet temporarily to show their menus, but after the promotion, their menu was gone. But while Meat is the only case that stores keep listing the meat alternatives, which is Meat fried or Meat other products in their menus. Currently, you can meet Meat from Seoul to Busan here, Mokpo, and Jeju, across the whole country. Besides, we are getting more attention from large corporations, and they are requesting a large amount of supply, which is way beyond our current manufacturing capacity, which have been built on based on our seed round fund. So we are currently scaling up our facilities at a new space to meet the demands, expected to operate first quarter next year with a higher price competitiveness. And after the completion of scaling up, we will head toward the global markets. Starting from Asia and Middle East markets, we aim to be a global alternative horeca player in 2025. And beyond that, in the future, we envision that we may become a standard of alternative meat in people's awareness. What I just said is nothing but a dream without our team. My team members are passionate about pioneering the future of meat with a mission-oriented mindset and professionality. So I want to conclude this presentation with this picture. So once upon a time, a wagon with a horse used to be a way of transportation. Likewise, we will aspire to a world where livestock used to be meat. And today, we may keep going on the way to be a new standard of meat for tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Hyun-Suk-an. Globally, people try to reduce meat consumption, and alternative meat would compromise the meaty flavors are available in the market. But with the perfect meaty flavors, vegetarians across the globe will love it. Without further ado, I will invite the next company providing an all-in-one solution for small and medium-sized indoor farms. Please welcome Ki Pyo-kwon, the CEO of Green, with a big round of applause.
Hi, my name is Francisco, founder of agriculture company Green in South Korea. I get really nervous every time I be up here on the stage. I hope there's a tolerance for me tremble a lot. So, as we all know, due to global warming, there's a more demands and needs for smart farm indoor agriculture technology. But it always been super expensive for mid-scale, small-scale farmers. And then, as a company, we wanted to solve this problem by developing more indoor agriculture technologies. So I did farming myself on a farmland size up to, it was a 3,300 square meter size, and then I earned less than $2,000 in a year. So this experience made me realize the small scale farmer like me going through indoor agriculture is kind of inevitable. So more than 80% of people in our industry, they are all middle-scale, small-scale farmers, and then we are all depending on government support, loan, and subsidies, and old generation smart farm, and the price of the farmland, it's always been way much more expensive than government support loan size. So to become idiosyncratic company, I thought as a company we had to provide some sort of a solution to become a full-time farmer to many different middle-scale, small-scale farmer under the price tag less than $300,000. So our vertical farming facility can be installed in any empty space. It's very cheap. So as you can see here in the picture, normally I recommend our customers to get their own vinyl house and set up our vertical farming facility in it. Just like in the picture, it's our top-selling product. And I personally tried 5 different conventional smart farm systems by myself, and in a nutshell, it always been very expensive. It had a limited productivity, and I had to pay more dollars for labor cost than I expected. So now in our facility, we spend way less dollar for labor cost than before. Since I had to achieve more efficient, since I had to achieve a better productivity for mid-scale, small-scale farmers, so we developed our own 3 different types of vertical farming facility. We have 5 different pattern rights for our facility technologies, and we also developed our own LED, our special nutrient, our hybrid seed. And the motivation for me to developing our own LED was I wanted to get economically reasonable LED. It has a full spectrum. It can grow fruits and flowers even. And once it's lightened up with our automatic LED distance controlling device, it can cover up its weakness. Since it consumes less electricity than any other LED, it has a relatively low brightness. And for our special nutrients, so once we get our special hybrid seed, we do the experiment and we discover what will be the most essential micronutrient to achieve better productivity. And once we figure that out, we add a nanotechnology to achieve a better absorbing rate for that certain micronutrient. And not like other smart farm, in our smart farm system, farmers can grow all kinds of farm products. By this strength, farmers can always be ready for radical negative price fluctuation of a certain farm product. So when we set up our facility, we be responsible for the whole process, including ground up even. So we, as a company, we are providing a solution. In terms of a solution, we be responsible for facility setup. We providing a perimeter plan and nutrient even, and our researchers help monitoring our farm customers, monitoring growing environments via our ICT system. And then, so as a company, we gain the profit when we sell our facility, and then we gain profit again when we sell in our farm products to many different customers. So when your production volume is low, it's really hard to find a place to sell your farm products. But since we proved our system's efficiency, so right after we providing our solution to our farmer, one certain customers, then right after that we consider that customer as our co-workers. And then after our customers finishing grow farm product well under our instruction, then we gather all the farm products. Then just like all the cooperative farmers union, then our company Green can become a very competitive farm product producer with a mass production capability. So with this, by utilizing more of this strategy, we were able to find more place to sell our farm product. I believe this strategy worked out pretty well so far. And at the moment, we are installing our facility to 5 different customers simultaneously. And then we had to push back 25 purchase requests. There will be more government subsidy and government support loan next year. It's all publicly announced. And measuring the number of the subsidy, only in Gyeonggi region, the number is exceeding more than $90 million. And I believe our company is the only company which is referring legit offer to become a full-time farmer to middle-scale, small-scale farmers. So we are also expanding our facility as well to produce more farm product by ourselves. And since our business model helps to thrive many different farmers, so we were able to build a very strong connection, a very good relationship with many different farmers. So our self-farming capability also grew up pretty well over the years. And we wanted to cut out more labor cost in our facilities. So recently we completed developing AI automatic harvesting robot. And our AI technology also will recognize plants' physiology condition, and then it will also show us estimated productivity in a certain facility. This year, our total sales number reached approximately $4.5 million, and then at the moment, 21 people working in our company. Well, Bill, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kim Kyo-kwon. The solution frees small and medium-sized farmers from physical constraint with agricultural technology facility, boosting overall efficiency and yield. The ninth is paleo innovation. Paleo innovation is at the forefront in developing phytochemical substance from natural plants. Please give Yen Yen Chen of Paleo Innovation a big round of applause.
Known as the miracle molecule, nitric oxide has so many vital functions for our body. In fact, we cannot live without it. I'm Yen, Director of Paleo Innovation from Jeju Island, South Korea. Now, nitric oxide, as important as it is, unfortunately, it decreases as we age. By 40, we only produce half, and by 80, less than 10%. This is because our nitric oxide synthase, or NOS, our body's natural system that converts nitrates into nitric oxide, also weakens as we grow older. We have developed a new substance by combining South Koreans' fresh fruit and vegetables with our newly created group of microorganisms to produce this new molecule that is able to deliver nitric oxide safely in our bodies, known as the super 11. It is able to increase nitric oxide in our body even without nitric oxide synthase. Our preclinical test on hypertensive rats showed a 700% increase of nitrites after consumption of our Super 11. This is about 3 times more than what it contains in the superfood beetroot. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels that allows oxygen-rich blood to flow smoothly to our body. Stiff and narrowed blood vessels in hypertensive rats will restore their flexibility after consumption of the Super 11. In fact, they become even more flexible than the normal rats. 7 preclinical trials done so far, and they all had outstanding results. This proves that our Super 11 is capable of restoring and maintaining health to its optimum. We have applied patent for this new substance, and we have received patents for the methods of its creation. We are commencing a joint research with our American partners, Dr. Joseph Bauer, who is a nitric oxide specialist, and Dr. Ohayon, who is a cardiologist. This is going to be held at Northeast Ohio Medical University in January. Now, there are many kinds of products in the market that produce nitric oxide. NMN, arginine, and beetroot powder are all precursors of nitric oxide. But as mentioned, nitric oxide needs NOS system. So these products will not be able to work well, especially for the elderly. There are wide areas that we can use the Super 11 in. We can use it as a health drink, as a food additive, a sugar substitute, supplements. We can even make them into, healthy jelly gummy bears. So we are planning to start selling our first product, which is a supplement, B2B model in America somewhere next year. And we are now planning for doing the groundwork for marketing and meeting potential buyers. So we are also simultaneously applying for the Korean functional food label, which is going to be out probably 2024. So we started our company with a lot of preclinical tests because we believe that with strong science backing, we will be able to build a trusted brand. And our CEO, Mr. Ham Dae-shik, he created everything from scratch. He created the microorganisms, and then by marrying them with South Korea's fresh produce, he created this new super leaven. And now we have a team of professors from both South Korea and America to help us continue to develop our product. So we are looking for an investment funding about $2 million, mainly for the production of our work. We have already a group of samples going on, being produced right now, so that we can, meet the potential buyers, and then we'll start marketing from there. So this is why we start Paleo Innovation. This is my family. And Paleo in Korean means to take care of or to be considerate. And as such, we hope that we can produce products that is able to take care of your families, young and old alike. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Yan Chen. Development of the plant-based material called super leaven will become a better way to provide nitric oxide to the body with the mRNA technology. The 10th company is Valve, led by Wonjun Lee, developing an integrated system to maximize smart farm production and functional substance. Please give him a warm round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Wonjun Lee. I'm the CEO of Valve, and we make AI automated smart farms. So the problem that we see in smart farms is that it is relying to experts. Even if it's smart farms, there are experts checking the smart farms all day, seeing if it has diseases or if the LED has to be controlled, etc. And there's a limit of hardware, and it also has a low production. So Valve is changing this paradigm using AI tech. So using our technology, we get rid of experts. The camera sees the smart farm by itself, and it controls the LED or watering system, etc. by itself, and it also hires the production rate and also saves the personal cost. So these are our products. On the left side, it's our hardware, and in the right side, it's our software. We put our software inside the hardware, which automates the smart farm by itself. So the best thing about our smart farm is that there is no need of experts, and anyone can grow high-value crops. So in automation, the most important thing is data. So the data collection is very, very important, how we collect the data and how we analyze the data. That's the most important part in automation. We are very strong in that. And besides image data, we are doing lots of researches and development in collecting other data besides images. And we also use lots of AI methods to analyze these data. So right now we have data in normal crops and also herbs. And right now we are concentrating on high-value crops such as medical marijuana or hemp or ginseng or high-value flowers, and also strawberries. And our goal is to expand these high-value crops data. So our software mainly does two parts. First of all, the camera sees the plant status and controls the environment by itself. This is the first one. And for the second one, the dashboard tells the people what they have to do, like by monitoring the smart farm. things that needs to be harvested or what plants that has disease it automatically detects the smart farm and tells the people what they have to do. So this allows anyone to grow high-value crops such as what we have in data, such as like medical marijuana or ginseng or those kind of crops. So compared to our competitors, we are the #1 crop data company in Korea, and we have the most plant data, image data, and also environment data in Korea. So as you all know at the Microsoft, I'll just skip this. And for our business model, it is super simple. We install the smart farm using our hardware, and also we cooperate with other smart farm hardware companies as well. And we get paid for our subscription fee for a month, and our customers are mainly B2B, and we also engage in B2C and B2G, such as like normal farming or salad stores. So this is an example of our domestic farms. In the left side, it's normal crop farms, and in the right side, we can see the strawberry smart farm and also the flower smart farm as well. So these smart farms are all automatically farmed by using our technology. And these are also our container farm, which we grow hemp, which is the medical marijuana, at the left side. And we didn't construct the greenhouses. We upgraded it for normal farmers. So right now, we are doing business in overseas as well. We are expanding our business to overseas where it doesn't grow, like for high-quality crops. For example, in Vietnam, we're constructing ginseng smart farms near Hanoi. And also, we have finished constructing a ginseng smart farm in Hanoi. And right now, we are selling medical marijuana in Thailand and also Korean strawberry smart farms in Indonesia as well. So for our traction, we have been developing our software for 3 years, and this is our first year in business. But we're getting a very big number day by day, and we are expecting $5 million in sales by next year. And our partners are mainly R&D partners and also business partners. We do lots of researches with the best universities in Korea, such as how to collect data more well, or how we analyze data more well. We're doing researches with universities about this. We are doing business with biggest companies in Korea as well. So our team members are experts in AI, software, hardware, and also crops from the best universities in Korea, all master's and PhD students. Yes. Oh, thank you. So for today, I want to find good partners that can do good investing for us and also who can grow with us. And we also want to find partners that can do business with us in domestic and overseas. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. This was Valve.
Thank you, Wanjun Lee. The smart farm leader of Valve, already recognized as a solid tech bridge connecting the traditional industry and the future industry, is now making another stride forward with full automation. The next entrepreneur is Seongjun Lee, CEO of Pangses. Seongjun Lee will introduce a high-end cultured meat with chewiness. Please welcome him with a big hand.
Hello, everyone. My name is Seongjun Lee, and I'm a CEO and founder of Pangse Incorporation. Today, I'm going to talk about and introduce about the cultivate meat technology of Pangse Incorporation. But before I jump into the main topic, I would like to start with a question. The question is this: can you give up meat for environment and animal welfare, or for your health? You know, so there are so many the reasons why we have to at least reduce the meat consumption. For example, environmental issues. So about 5.5 billion tons of carbon is emitted by during the cattle growing. It is almost the same the carbon emission amounts of the whole United States. It's a huge amount of the carbon emission is produced by the cattle production. Second reason we can consider is the animal welfare. So about 72 billions of animals are killed in a year for the survival of human mankind, which means about 72 billion is about 10 times larger amount of compared to the human population, which means about 10 animals should be killed for the living of animal, the average person. So lastly, we can consider about our health. So everybody knows that we have to reduce the meat consumption for our health because of the greasiness. But even though everybody agree that we have to reduce the meat consumption, so doing that is very hard. So my idea is developing an alternative way to produce the meats, which is clean and animal friendly and healthy. So that idea, for that idea, we have developed the cultivated meat technology. So this technology is started with a meat cell extraction. So meat cells is basically muscle cells. We take a little tiny amount of the meat cells from the live cattle, it's about 1 gram in average, and we put that samples into this 3D bioprinter, and we print it in the framework of the whole cut meat cut. So and then we can grow it into the culture media, and the cells proliferated in the framework and filled the framework of the framework, and then we can get the cultivated meat. And this cultivated meat can have the good taste because it's the components is practically same with the conventional meat. It's the muscle cell. So it tastes like a real meat, and its texture also similar to the real meat. And secondly, it's very clean technology. Compared to the conventional methods, about 92% of the carbon emission can be reduced. Also, it's a very animal-friendly technology. About 1 gram with the 1 gram of the samples, we can produce more than 1 ton of cultivated meat. Conventionally, to produce 1 ton of the cultivated meat, we need to kill about 3 to 4 cattle, which means with just 1 gram of the sample, we can save the 3 to 4 lives of the cattle. So lastly, the cultivated meat is very healthy food, low fat and high protein food ingredients. So our main target, consumer target is a flexitarian. It is so-called a semi-vegetarian. So these people do have the meat, but they want to reduce minimize the meat consumption for several reasons. So according to the market report, 42% of global customers are considered as a flexitarian. It's a huge market. And at the same time, so ultimately cultivated meat technology can be replaced the meat production industry. So of course, there are many the competitors like plant-based meat, but plant-based meat is basically plant, so they need to mimic the taste and the texture. So, but it cannot be. So there is the limitation. But cultivated meat doesn't have that kind of limitation. They can the cultivated meat can be can reproduce the taste and texture of original meat. So we have developed 5 different types of the cultivated meat prototype, and we have a tasting party with the VCs and companies guys. So basically, our business model is a B2B business. So we plan to supply our cultivated meat to the conventional food companies, for example, the Lotte. And we have developed the HMR product with the Lotte R&D center already. And we believe we can launch our product maybe next year. So lastly, I'd like to introduce my team. As my team is basically SNU graduate, and SNU is one of the best university in Korea, and they have more than 10 years of the research experience in this field. So we have a very powerful research power and manpower. So I believe we can be one of the major cultivated meat company in near future. So please keep your eyes on us, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Seongjun Lee. A new horizon of alternative meat is on the rise with the 3D bioprinting technology. Now, the last company I'd like to introduce develops an ICT green biofactory manufacturing biotechnology material. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me welcoming the CEO of Egg Uni, Mi-jin Kwan.
Thank you for having me the last time. Hello, I'm Bella Kwan, the CEO of Egg Uni. You might have thought that agriculture is just about eating, but it will become the cure of cancer and replacement of the meat for vegetarian, or some even turning point of environment pollution. So I would like to introduce the Egg Uni's system. Most of you have take kind of the healthy product like ginseng, and plus, do you know that most of the medicine and vaccine is made of the agriculture sector. So because of the COVID-19 and plus the growth of the food tech, the supply chain grow higher and higher. But the thing is that, please look at this ecosystem, the life science sector. The R&D manufacturer bio companies needs a much natural plant material. But the thing is that they do the contract cultivation. So they made the subsidiary company, and they handle so many farmhouses. But the thing is that the plant material needs 3 points. First one is the high quality, and second one is the uniformity, and the last one is the mass production. So 3 points are really hard. It's not that easy, as you know. So we are suggesting the new system for that, plant material sector. So Egg Uni is developing the technology for high value crops, such as cannabis, the medical hemp, or ginseng, or something like that. And plus, we would emphasize the network, because small farmhouses don't know how to approach and what they have to do. So we provide the network specializing in the high value added crops. So we aim to simplify the complex supply chain in life science sector. So please look at the left side of this picture. As for people, the immune system is the basic, really important sector. But in plants, crops' immune system is right there. Rhizosphere, the root, and the soil iron environment is really important. But there has been no way to monitor and control this part of this. So that's why we use lots of chemicals, or we do many pesticides. So for example, after growing the ginseng, it will take 10 years. So Egg Uni's core technology is 2 of that. We are using the air pressure to control the root, and the soil iron environment to control the quality and uniformity as well. Because we found the meaningful correlationship between the rhizosphere and the growth of the high value crops. And then the second one is, this is kind of the three-dimensional special device. So that's why we make every crop uniformly and faster, grow faster. So with these two kind of the technology, we make the best optimal soil environment for high-value crops. So let me introduce the Grow Wide system. We apply the core technology in each vertical farming module, and we have the total integrated software, which means we can collect the environment data and the rhizosphere data at the same time. So we're now focusing on the data. So here, we found a 40% grow faster, and 30% we can secure the uniformity of the high quality crops. And then the mass production, we can grow the other crops three and 4 times better than the conventional way. So here's the process of our system, but technology's barrier is 2. One is that AgriUni has our own air compression special device. And second one is our system is we can remotely control and monitor and set all the data, because we can get the opening the data gate with the global partners such as Priva and Philips at the same time. So AgriUni's future potential is like this. All of you know the importance of the Medi-food. So please imagine environment data, and AgriUni can get the nutrition data catalogs at the same time. And if we secure this kind of the data, we start from cultivation to make amazing Medi-food products for the human life. So compared to the other companies, I think the agriculture industry needs to be scaled up and more in high-value sector. So other companies are focusing on the leafy vegetables or strawberries and so on. But AgriUni's core technology is targeting exactly to the high-value added crops. So our first strategy is B2B sales first. So the size of the sales is 30 billion for just 3 main companies in Korea first. So we are trying to focus on the collecting the data first, and then we make our technology stable and perfectly, and we need to expand to globally. So we are targeting the vertical farming market in the globally. So if you have any chance to visit the Seoul tomorrow, we are participating in the International Fund of Agriculture Development. So we had a chance to introduce our system. So anyway, here's the 2 key why AgriUni team can do perfectly. First one is we had a consortium private project, Air Dome House. What I want to emphasize is that mass production is the key, because every smart farm technology takes the high initial cost, and the ROI is not that good. So that's why we are targeting the high value added crops with the Air Dome House together, because this is kind of the ESG type house. So it costs cheaper than 3 and 4 times than any other glass greenhouse at the same time. So in Korea, in December, we start the construction, 20 air domes in Gyeonggi-do. So I really would like to introduce the air dome project as soon as possible. And the second one is medical hemp, the cannabis. AgriUni has the license from the government. So in Korea, cannabis market is not illegal, as you know. But the thing is that only 12 companies has the license to grow the cannabis, and AgriUni has it. So we're now growing the cannabis faster than any other team, plus using the Air Dome House. So please, the mass production, ESG new type of the house. So we expect our sales the 5 billion, but afterwards the ratio of the sales will be expanded from is gonna moving from the tech into the sales because of to overcome the capex. So here's our fundraising information, and because of the time problem, I think I have to sum up from here. And I have been experienced in agriculture company for 4.5 years. So I think every good technology needs for the distribution. And our team members have been working in agricultural sector for about 20 years. So this is our team, the joint lab professional members, and the R&D center, and overseas and strategic team. So thank you so much. And we are gonna make the new agriculture production paradigm. It starts from the production, but the thing is that we can make the healthy human life, and then from the agriculture, we can make healthy human life and happy life at the same time. Thank you so much. And AgUni, I would like to introduce you the GATE, Green AgTech Enterprise. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mi Jingguan. AgUni brings forward the future where ICT multi-stage cultivating module and managing system is widespread quite soon. Now, we have just come to the end of IR pitching of 12 companies. Thank you again for your presentation. Shortly at 3:30, the one-on-one meeting will begin at the meetup zone. Please check the timetable, and there will be boxes set up in the meetup zone. And I would like to inform you about the box number and your company number too. We have booked box number 13 to 24. That means if you are the company 1, then your box will be box number 13. And if you are company number 12, then your box number will be box number 24. And there will be always a co-op to be beside you. So if you need any assistance or questions, then please feel free to ask questions and help to them. If you want to have another round of a meeting after this meetup and meetings, then again, the co-op member will help you arrange your next meeting with companies. Additionally, we have a nice dinner at 6 p.m. for investors, companies, and relevant organizations. The bus will take you to the Grandma in Busan Cinema Theater as informed. Before we move on to the one-on-one meeting, we will take a group photo on this stage. Investors, companies, and co-ops, please come up to the stage for a group photo. 네, 찍겠습니다. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. That we're going to have this heart to the camera. So like this. Cross your thumb and your index finger to make a heart shape. Great. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. And again, the box will be fully set up at 3:30. So please be seated until 3:30 in this area.